All right, how's it going? Oh dear, that's the feedback. Forgot the sound was on. Good evening. Just setting up last little bits here. And then we will kick things off. Hope everyone is well. Come get involved in the chats. Welcome to your Monday chill stream. Hope everyone is well. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, what's good, man? Yo, what's happening? What's going on, man? What's going on? Listen, yeah, how are we doing this evening, yeah? Alright, nearly time for the screen to change. Gonna get you to have your thinking caps on this evening. You're gonna need them. We got a lot of money to spend. I'm gonna need your help to spend it. Hope everyone's had a good Monday. And the screen is about to change in a 3, a 2, and a 1. Bish bash bosh. So, before we go anywhere, in terms of getting the stream underway, just let me know about the sound. Are we good? Is audio decent? Sounds good. So we are happy. Yes, good to go. Audio is all good. Let's begin. Welcome then to your Monday chill stream here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Hope, of course, that you, yes, you, are doing well. We're back on the Airline Manager 4, episode number 4, where in the last episode we gained ourselves a couple of decent little aeroplanes, but we gained ourselves an A220-100, which, as you can see, has been flying to Ottawa and back from our base at Stansted, and it has been providing some excellent results so far. So, the main aim for this evening is to try and work out what to do with the money that we have in the kitty. Every aeroplane is either in Europe or at base. This aircraft is at our base, so we're going to send that one out. Probably get another 100,000 as well, but we're going to send all 19 aircraft out as well. We did have... Okay, maybe it's finished already then. This aircraft here is due for some servicing. So it's not too shabby. Now, because we got 10 mil, we are potentially going to look to, not just theoretically speaking, we might do it this episode, we might not, depending on what we bring in as well, is what we also did with the fact that Carl donated some money. I think Paul did as well. Paul's money went towards fuel. Carl's went towards slot hangers. Slots for the hangar. I think that's what I was on about. So we can actually get another 10 airplanes if we want them. And last episode as well, we unlocked the cargo as well. So if we wanted to dip into the cargo, which I don't think we should just yet, just purely because I don't think we're earning enough. But we've got room for 10 if we want to do so. So chances are, if we wanted to, we could increase it further for just under half a mil. But we'll see how we get on. So 10 aircraft, I think at the moment is pretty standard. This aircraft here, we'll have a look at. So this has been sponsored by Paul. We'll say sponsored. Why not? Paul donated to claim the Caravelle as his own. So you can do so. You see he's got his name in the registration as well. So if you want to do so and you want to claim one of these aeroplanes as your own, or any of the aeroplanes that we're going to be buying this evening, a £10 super chat will allow you to do that. And you can obviously tell us where you want it to go, where you want to take it, etc., etc. Paul was on about sending the Caravelle to sort of the former sort of these like Belgrade, Kosovo, Bulgaria sort of area. So we're going to reroute that at some point before we send them all out for our next run. So let's say hello to those in the chat. Jim, evening to you, hope you're doing well. Carl, evening to you, hope you're doing well. Gemma, evening to you, hope you're doing well. All the lurkers, hello to you. You've been at it already this evening, giving the channel some more support, so thank you. You'll still never understand, so what's the point in trying to explain? Gemma says leave cargo for now until the passenger flights get a bit less fun. I think we just need more money, purely because if we were to order aeroplanes here, if we go to cargo, they are expensive. This is the problem. Even your BA146, which passenger version costs you about 500,000, you're looking at cargo version for nearly 6 mil. So we're going to need to earn quite a bit of money, I think, before we go into the cargo runs. They do not get any easier. Of course, I don't think we're ever going to aim high to the Antonov 225, purely because it is $659 million. We ain't nowhere near it. So, we're going to reroute the Tripoli flight, which has been doing pretty well, as you can see. Yeah, we need more money. We definitely need more money before we go anywhere else. So we're going to reroute this one for Paul. We're going to reroute it. It's been doing quite well, about 60 grand each time. But we're going to reroute. We want this is the next one. I'll just show you very quickly. This is what we want here. capital routes. This is what we desperately need. Obviously, the only way we can get that, I've already claimed the free gift. It was like added demand, I think, for 24 hours, from what I can remember. But yeah, what we need is the capital routes. The capital routes are the one that's going to make us the most money. We can't get that yet because the points, obviously, we can't add to the points unless, like I say, this is the only time that we're doing it is through this. So yeah, it's not the best way of doing it, but on the PC through Steam, there is no other way to make money. As you can see, like points and stuff, there is nothing here as you would expect it to be, as it was on the phone. James says, I bet the 225 will cost a bit more than a tenner. You'd be looking at something like, yeah, onwards. I mean, on PC, $96, which, to be fair, I'm not prepared to do. I don't think we'll ever get there, personally. So there you go. £10 will get you the name, and you can get you your own aircraft, and you can tell me where you want to send it to. So we're going to reroute pools. Let's have a quick look here. So yeah, so like 54, 56, 63,000. Not too shabby. We're going to reroute it here. Don't be so negative. It's going to take a long time to get anywhere near that. So we've got the options here. So Paul's suggested this region right here. So we have the likes of Sarajevo, which is already looking pretty sweet. 1,003 for passengers, passenger demand 414 and 64. Split, not so much. Zagreb looks pretty okay. I think we're already, and we've got Belgrade, which is okay, but not the best. Skopje, well, I think is not the greatest. Tirana, we would have to rejig, I think. Podgorica, I think we've already had that. We got an airplane flying there already, I believe. So that's no good to us. So we're looking for really either Sarajevo, which is looking pretty decent, or excuse me, forgive me for that. And again, wasn't expecting that first one. Sorry. So we've got a choice. I mean, Chisinau is always one to keep an eye out on. Not for this one, but we'll keep an eye out for that one. Let's refresh and just see if we can actually get the likes of a Tirana, which we can. Which is looking okay. 874, 235, 92. Nothing in the Kosovo area yet. What's that there? That's Skopje. No, I think. Does it come up as a capital? I wonder. I'm curious. That I've got a feeling it comes under the capital, which we don't get yet. Oh no, there we go. There's Pristina. So Pristina 803, 123, 132. Let me go back onto that. Give me a sec. There you go. So 803, 123, 132. So I would say maybe. I would say something like what's this one here? Okay. Plovdiv. So it's about, I think it's either 803 is not a bad number. It's not. That capital makes no sense. Not got it unlocked, but already flown to a few. I think it just brings them all up rather than having to try and search them. I think it's like a little easy sort of way of doing it. So I think that's probably the reason why. So Pula is 258, 109, 29. That's 105, 29. I thought Capital One gave a higher demand on the capital routes. It's possible. I think it actually it sounds about right. Oziek. We're looking for. We are looking for. What we're looking for? Paul says Rijeka. That's Zagreb there, isn't it? That's Zagreb. There you go. Rijeka is 143.75.46, so not the best. Personally, it's not my aeroplane, so I can't say where it's going to go. It's all down to what Paul wants. Paul gets with his aeroplane. So this is the highest one that we've had so far, which is Sarajevo at 1,003,414.64. What are we thinking? Finn, hope you're doing well. Tivat, if not Sarajevo. Okay, so Tivat I think should be on the list. There it is. So Tivat is 171, 128.17. Quite the difference to Sarajevo's rather large number there of 1,003,414.64. So Paul will come up with the ultimate decision here. It is his aeroplane. He will send it wherever he wants to send it. Gemma says, have you tried doing any routes with a stopover yet? I've tried. But I always think about it, but never get around to doing it. Always forget. So that might give me something to do this evening on my own one. Finn says I wasn't feeling well, so I had to make it late. There's no, you don't need to get here on time. It's all good. Paul says Sarajevo it is then. All right, Sarajevo. So remembering that. Remembering that Sarajevo, Tripoli gave us 60,000. Let's create the route here at $131,000. So that takes us down to still 10.5 mil. That's absolutely fine. Let's send Paul's out first. How much do we think for the Sarajevo run? And then what we'll do is we'll send all the aircraft out at once. And then we'll get on to what we need to do here. Joe reckons 45,000. Carl's gone for 70k. I think this could do well. I think this could do really well, considering we've got... So this is our seating plan here. We've got 100 for economy, 8 for J class, business class, and 8 for first class. I think we could do quite well here. 80k, says Finn. I think it'd be hard pressed to get 80k. I might be wrong. Ideally, more than 60k would be great. Let's try it, shall we? Let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, it's not ideal. 40k. That might go up though. That might go up. Worst case scenario, we could end up modifying the aircraft as well, so that's fine. Right, so Paul's aeroplane is gone. Let's send out all the others. And let's add to our total and then see what we've got to play with. Here we go. 18 aircraft departing all at once. Gives us $382,000, which means we're nearly at 11 million. So we've got a lot to play with this evening. So our A220 will be heading out to Ottawa, and you've got all these aircraft here that are all spread from when I was doing it during the week. This is our route map as it stands. One route to Canada, the rest are all sort of inland, mainland Europe, etc., and as far as Minsk at the moment. So that's as far as we've got. Now, we've got a couple of choices this evening, and I'll be brutally honest. This is, remember the ATR that we did where everything was first class? only really been getting about $10,000 to $12,000 in for the short run to Brussels. So it's not horrendous. I don't feel like we need it. Especially if it's just one. I don't feel like we need it. The other thing that I've got going in my head here, again, this is just thoughts. It's all down to you lot here. The subs. I think personally we could do better. But it's only a short route, so if you want more, go for a longer route. Could do. However, I think you could probably do that same route with a bigger aeroplane. Slightly bigger, more passengers. I think you could do more with it. The Saabs here, I think, have had their day. Because they're not making a great deal. I mean, this one here, it's just gone down since 3 days ago from Jersey. It's just made $3,700 and just constant. Again, these routes can be revisited, I just think, with better aeroplanes. So, hear me out. Hear me out with this. So, here's what I'm suggesting. We get rid of the Saabs. We've got 5. Okay. The Dash 8s here are pretty much doing this. I mean, they're doing okay. So we'll keep these in the fleet for a little bit longer. So they're doing all right. So we'll leave those as they are. So we're not going to touch the Dash 8s. Hear me out on this one. Let me know what you think. So we get rid of the Saabs and we replace them with the much larger Dash 8, the Q400. Sarah, evening to you, says, what the heck happened to my Friday stream? So, I said during the stream last night, I got family coming to visit, which was thrown upon me on Saturday. So, my Friday now becomes unavailable. So, we'll move it to next week, but we'll do it at the start of the week. So you'll have your Iceland to Dublin flight, but you'll have that on next Tuesday. So it'll still happen, just next Tuesday. South evening to you, hope you're doing well. I know, sorry Sarah. It will happen though, I promise. It will happen. Yeah, so hear me out. So we get rid of the Saabs and we bring in these Dash 8s, the Q400s. They're relatively cheap. They can seat more passengers. They could probably make a bit more money than what we've been making already. So 5 Saabs out. Maybe 5 Dash 8s in. Aren't the ATRs cheaper with same number of passengers? Let's have a look. $74. No, essentially no. The ATR 72-600 is a little bit more costly with 4 more passengers, but $2522. It's got a little bit more range, so I would say probably not. The other option you've got is not that. Not that either. I don't know what I'm thinking of here. There's a 75 passenger one there, the Ilyushin IL-18. And then you got 1 million for there for 90 passengers, which could literally do the routes back and forth. So what we could end up doing to replace the subs, we could actually get like 2 and it would fill out the passengers. How much are the subs sitting here? I like the strategy here. The strategy here is quite interesting. So subs are sitting like what, 37? Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. So 37 passengers compared to 100 odd passengers. So it's 100. So let's have a look. So that's 37. So that's what? Quick mental math. Is that 185? 37 times 5. Is that 185? I might be wrong. Comparing that to the likes of your Ilyushin, where you've got 90 passengers there, you could get 2 and it would pretty much close out the gap. And you're only spending 2 million of the budget. Let me know what you think. I'm intrigued to know your thoughts on it. So again, we get rid of the subs, which is about 185 passengers altogether. And we buy maybe 2 aeroplanes that bulk it out, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So you're replacing 5 aircraft with 2 aircraft, but you're getting more passengers out of it slightly, and you get more bang for your buck, sort of thing. The Ilyushin uses less fuel too. There's other options. We can go down the route of top of my head. Yeah, maybe not. The other option we got for an extra 2 mil is the Convair 880. So that's 220 passengers to replace 185 with 2 aeroplanes. And I'm looking at the Viscount there as well. This uses less. Is that less? Or is that more? 25 to 22. Is that less fuel? Or, oh, that's 3.3. Ignore that. The Ilyushin was 10. Let's have a look. This is why I need your eyes and ears. Because it does. Look at that. Look, it does use, 10. That's a hell of a... That's a proper, like... You wouldn't think of a vodka burner being a economic aeroplane. So you could, in theory, for an extra $240,000... So what's that? 2.4 million, if that? 2.5 million of the budget. Go for like 244 passengers to replace 185. What do you think? I think that's a great shout. I think that's an excellent shout. £11 of fuel per kilometre as well. I'm thinking this one here in particular because it's obviously a little bit more range. Short runways are required, so that's fine. Gemma says do it. Half business, half first. Risky business that. Let's see what we can do. We can configure it before we do anything. So you have 40 there. So what we're looking at? It could work. The other, so yeah, that could work. But the other thing you've got is, so how many we got? 122. Mental math, hang on. Proper strategy coming into play here. 122 divided by 3. So we're looking at I know it's an odd number, but that's sort of I don't know how well that would work, if I'm honest. It's almost like splitting it half and half sort of thing. I wonder if that could work. So you've got a little bit more in economy, or you try and split that as much as you can between the two. What do you think? Because we've got some money to spend here. 6 first, 10 in economy. I don't think we need to be less than that. I think we need to up this more. I read Gemma's comment about the odd numbers, so I've changed it. Let's try it with that. I think that can work. Don't forget as well, we can modify it if it doesn't work. We can modify it with maintenance if it doesn't work. Yeah, I like that. Let's try it. Let's go for it. So let's give it a reg here of Ilya. Base it stands there. We got the configuration. If we order the two, 21 points. How many have we got? 84. Let's get them in now. Oh, I've only done one. I've only done one. Right, let me get the other one in. Hang on. Got a feeling I might need to restart this because it's starting to slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's how you change the configuration. Yeah. Was it that one? It was that one, wasn't it? Right, there we go. Order that one up. Let's get that one in for 21 points. Now we're running out of points. Yeah, so we're running out of points. So we've got to be very careful. Any aircraft that we order, I think from now on, we might need to wait for it, but we'll see. Let's route them. Let's see what we can do. Let's get them straight out. So where are we going with it? We have to go international regardless. This is the range it can give us. So a pretty good selection, I would say. Where are we going with it? Madeira. Not there. Not on this occasion. Denmark says Carl. Copenhagen looks pretty good. 984. We've got a Dash 8, I believe, going there already. Any more suggestions? Akureyri. That's there, isn't it? Nope. 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 Let's find it. It'll come up. $345, 16, 116.29. Skiathos. Has Spain improved at all? Doesn't come up there yet. Let's have a look at Spain though. Is that Madrid? No, that's Torrejon. Lleida. Santiago's there. Scrolling through Spain at the moment. Burgos is pretty good. Really surprised at the low numbers, not gonna lie. Algeria. Setif, no. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to work it out. I think with the capitals, it just brings up all the capital places and it makes things a lot easier. So we're just having to scroll through. Any other suggestions? Keep them coming in. Any suggestions? Turkey. So, okay, so again, I mentioned Chisinau. We can always refresh. Let's have a look. Remember, we got 2 of these, so we can send them pretty much anywhere we want to. See, Athens ain't bad for the business. That could be worth something. Istanbul's pretty good for business and first. Ankara looks very good. 953, 366, and 65. So Ankara looks good, and it's a long way, and we'll probably get a decent amount of money for that. Geneva was mentioned. Let's have a look at Geneva. 299, 51.92. We have a Rome down there. Rome's not too bad. What about Milan? Now, Pensa's not great either. You'd think. Tirana. What are we thinking then? Belgrade looks okay. Belgrade does look okay. Tunis. Not too shabby. Algiers. So Algiers is looking okay. 709. Because I know Gemma mentioned about Algeria. 709, 187, 139. Give me a sec. Do need higher numbers there. So I think first for Anchor is not great, but the rest is okay. Again, Sarajevo's looking. So what do we reckon? Belgrade? Send it to Belgrade? Some good numbers there for business and first. Belgrade, says Gemma. Okay, let's go Belgrade then. Okay, Belgrade looking okay for the ticket prices. I think this could be somewhere along the lines of the 40k mark. But this is still better than what Saab would give us, I think. Let's create it. Belgrade is done. Let's depart it. How much do we think for the Ilyushin? 35k, says Carl. 45 for Gemma. Here we go. Oh, I tell you what, spot on. 35k. 35,873, which is already a lot more than what the Saabs are making. I might need to restart this in a second. Right, reroutes for the next one. Lisbon's looking okay, 523, 537 for business, only 75 for first. Greenland's not looking great. Yeah, you know you want to, right? Because we don't fly there yet. You know we don't fly there yet. We can see how good it does, and if it's any good, we'll keep it on there. If not, we'll reroute it. What do you reckon, Vagar? We don't fly there yet. No, we don't, because that's not a dark pin. So we don't fly to Vagar yet. Go for it. Let's do it. Decent numbers. Shorter flight than the other one. Well, we can see what it does. If it doesn't do well, we can reroute it, so it's not a problem. Let's try it first. Oh, you want to change it? Where are we changing it to then? Warsaw looks alright. Palma de Mallorca. What is France like? It's not bad. It's not horrendous. It's the first class numbers that are going to be the one that's going to damage us, I think. Tarbes. Nah, it's not great. Prague is too low for first class numbers. So where are we thinking to send? Cagliari there. Pisa. Genoa's not particularly brilliant for first class passengers. Canaries. Tenerife Island, Tenerife North, no. Gran Canaria, no. El Hierro, no. This is where it starts to get a little bit like tricky. They're not looking particularly great. Tripoli's not looking great on this occasion. Gibraltar. I think that's like down here, innit? Let's see if we can get that. Gibraltar. Yeah, Gibraltar's not great. That always surprises me that Gibraltar's not particularly brilliant. Is Cyprus too far? I think it is. Yeah, just out of reach. Has Madeira come up now? Let's have a look. It has. There's Madeira, but it's not great for first class passengers. Well, there's a shout. Immediately is Malta. Got 171 for first class passengers. Frankfurt. It's tough, isn't it? When you've got that sort of thing. I mean, could we send it to Munich? Or do we want to go? Do we want to go further? Budapest ain't great. Maribor. Not great. 102, 141, 32. We're going to run out of first class passengers immediately. What's Finland like? Finland, for some reason as well, also doesn't do great. Finland is there, isn't it? So what we got there? Not a great deal for Kajani or for Kusamo. Kemi Antonio, no. Kusamo, nope. Varlo, nope. And Antecchio, nope. The further north you get, it just doesn't seem to produce the numbers that you need. Tough, innit? We've got a long way to go yet, so we've got to try and get some more airplanes on board. But it's a case of where on earth do we send? Where on earth do we send them? They're not playing ball tonight. They're really not. Again, this is why I think we need the capital one, because it would just bring up all the capitals. And I think it just make life so much easier. I mean, Dublin's there with like... but again, I don't think that's going to do well money-wise. I think if we were to do Dublin, we'd have to set up another hub. And we need to set it up further away. Paul says Bucharest. Bucharest normally does well. I mean, Istanbul, 593-265-214 is probably the best we're going to get, because we've already done Sarajevo for the... I mean, what have we got here? Or Pristina. I know Pristina is a little lower, but it's more on the economy side. We've got more economy seats than everything else. Tirana's okay, but it's the first class again. Ankara's okay, but again, first class numbers. I think personally, down between Pristina. What was the other one? Ah, crap. What was the other one? Bucharest. Was it Bucharest? Ah, crap. Yeah, I don't remember. So, Pristina. Or Bucharest. One of the two. Was it Istanbul? No, sorry, no, it was Istanbul. Istanbul or Pristina. Pristina says Gemma. Mark says Istanbul. Carl says Pristina. We'll go Pristina then. Pristina it is. Let's go for automatic numbers. So the price is looking pretty good. 145,000 to send it. Right, let's go. We can also send out one of our other Dash 8s that's landed as well. How much are we thinking for Pristina? $38k, $35k. Let's see what it is. Here we go. 38k. Go on, Gemma. So already we are, I mean, doing so much better than the Saabs by a huge amount. By a huge amount. We can send out the ATR, which is giving us an extra 10 grand. And then the 5 grand for a Dash 8 as well. So we've got 8 minutes until the Saabs come in. We've got 3 Saabs there. So we'll see. We might sell them when they come in. Okay. Right. So we've got 7.6 mil to spend. So now we've got to make the decision. Whilst we do that, I am actually going to restart the game here because it's gone a little bit on the laggy side. So 7.6 million to spend on a plane or planes. What are we thinking? So, do we expand on international? There we go. Well, their numbers are good. UK and Ireland. So let's have a look and see what we can actually get. We got 8 aeroplanes that we can buy in the fleet still. Here is what 7.6 million gets you. Gets you as far as an IL-62. We've got 8 aeroplanes which we could, if we wanted to, see with C919. Hang on. Yeah, 6.5 mil. That's our budget gone. So that's pretty much our budget gone. This is the ultimate aeroplane that we want right here. This is the ultimate. This is like cheat code. The MC21-400. That's the ultimate cheat code. How many hangar spaces have we got? We've got 8. I believe we should have 8 left. Yep, there you go, 8. We've got 22 aeroplanes, 8 to go. So, do we start looking at passenger numbers being 100 and above? We could, if we wanted to, we could get a couple more of these BAE 146s. Worst case scenario. We've got 8 airplanes that we could potentially buy here, so we could get something like we go down the Electra route. 127 passengers. That's a pretty good run there. Didn't see that actually, to be fair. That's actually better than what we've actually paid out for. I didn't see that. How did we not notice that? Which one did we go for? Which one did we go for? I didn't see that. The Electra is 127 passengers, more range, and burns just a little bit more fuel, but not a great deal. What else we got? Just a quick scroll through. Just going to throw some suggestions your way. We could potentially venture into the chance there for a potentially more caravels if we wanted them. We could spend it on. Oh, good lord, what could we spend it on? It's gonna happen.
BAE 146 to Vagar, please.
Okay, there you go. Gemma gets her own aeroplane. It's gonna happen. Right, so That's what happens. If you super chat or donate to the 10 quid, you can pick an aeroplane within the budget. Tell me where you want it to go. And let's go for the... There you go. Nope. There you go. Gemma. Right, Gemma, tell me everything that you need to know, please, in regards to passenger configurations. What should we do? Paul, spot on with the reg. This is your aeroplane, so it's entirely how you want it. Put the slider down to halfway. I mean, like, what? As in split the two? Which is like that? I don't think you can actually... Yeah, you can't do any more than that. So it would be 37, 37, which I know is going to trigger your odd number thing. Or, if you're going to go literal halfway, it's about 57, 27. $40 economy. Split the rest between business and first. You want to go halves with it? So there you go. 40, 14, 14. And then we'll send it to Vagar as well. $8 for first. Is that good? 24 and 8, because I know you don't like the odd numbers. Perfect. Right, Gemma's got her own aeroplane. Here we go. 3 points. Beautiful. That's what we need. Let's route it. We know where it's going. Let's get it up on the screen there. It will come up. It will come up. There we go. Straight to Vagar. Numbers are looking good. Okay, here we go. Let's send it. And it's going to make us an extra 29,000. That's actually pretty good. Good choice. Good choice. Okay, so we've got room for for 7 planes now that Gemma's claimed one of the spots. You can claim a spot yourself if you want. You can select an aeroplane within the budget. If it takes the whole budget, that's absolutely fine. At least you've you got yourself an aeroplane there. Okay, there's a Saab there. Now, do we sell the Saab? Well, I think we said we were, weren't we? We were going to sell it, weren't we? We get 6,000 back. I'm not fussed with this at all. I think we said we were going to sell the Saabs, didn't we? Because essentially the Ilyushins have literally made up for it. Sell it. Sell it. Every time they come in, we'll sell them.
Money. Money, 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 money.
Buy more fuel if needed.
Paul, great stuff. I will do that off stream. But yep, I will buy more fuel. Hello. We've got to create a route with a J-class demand over 500. We've got ourselves a $100,000 reward. Let's claim that. That goes straight into the kitty. Beautiful stuff. Okay, 6.9 million. Okay, right. So aeroplanes. What do we want? 6.9 million to spend. This is our fleet at the moment. Now, if I'm going to be honest, I would it's a shame. This would be a perfect aeroplane. The 737-700 ER would be perfect. It does look like we may go down the Boeing route here. I can't think really. Jim, this is true. I do know this. What I'm getting at is that the aircrafts are in the air at the moment, so I can't sell them unless they're in the air. So we'll sell this Saab that's going to Jersey. I can't do anything about it. I can't sell them while they're in the air. But yeah, you can sell them if they're not at base as well, and you do get. I often find, like, if I'm trying to find hubs, then I look for ones that have got a really, really good market. So yeah, so I'm just basically what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for them to land first. Once they've landed, then I'll sell them. CO2 currently $100, says Gemma. I'm thinking of utilizing these aeroplanes that we're going to end up getting on the long haul routes. Got to be careful with, unless we literally spend. What's that there? 6.9. So 2.3 million here. Just like I got a DC-7 going from Doncaster to Japan. I mean, what's that? So that's 365. We have a bit of money left over for a potential. Okay, hear me out on this one. So we have a choice. Okay, we have a choice here. We either get a couple of 737-500s, which would be, what's that, 3.6? 3.7 million. And then moving from that, we could then go to, well, 3 million left over here. So we could get another A220-100 and send it abroad. Or, again, this is just purely my sort of thoughts and everything else. $707. This is if we're going to blow the budget, right? If we're going to blow the budget, we might as well try and blow it as hard as we can. Carl's is A320. James is the A220-300. I've lost where I'm at with that. Hang on. Where are we at with that? Am I blind? Oh no, it's there. 5.6 million. So that would leave us with 1.3 if we were to get that. Because essentially, I mean, you either go down the route of bulk buying to get lots of money, or you try and go for the quality. Any of the fleet require maintenance shortly? They shouldn't do. A319. I mean, this is your airline, so you guys suggest to me what you want to see. I mean, we could blow the budget. It's not an issue. Depends on what you want to do with it. 737-700 for the range. That's what I'm thinking, you see, because they do really well for me on charter runs. And you get a nice 10,200 kilometer run there for 126 passengers. More range than the A220. Or for just a little bit more and less range, you go for a DC-8 for more passengers. Jim, the budget is 6.9 million. So realistically, if we were going to spend it all, we can go as far as a 319 Neo. There's a possible DC-10 with 250 passengers. Or we start ranging into the DC-8s, or worst case scenario for the nostalgic stuff, VC-10, 151 passengers, 9,000 kilometers. But again, it's my suggestions, but it's ultimately what you guys want, because it is your airline. Jim says blow about 4 million. Gemma, I would do a poll, but it means leaving the screen that I've got, and I can't do that. And I can't do that. What are the MC21s? It is the cheat code of all aeroplanes that are on here. Paul says, was that VC-10 or DC-10? Both. If you wanted to blow the budget, which means... Okay, right. So, theoretically, we could blow the budget because Paul's donated for fuel. Right? So, we're going to have money for fuel. So, we could blow the entire budget on a DC-10, 319 Neo, 320, DC-8, whatever you wanted to do. Jim says to blow no more than 4 million to keep money for maintenance and stuff like that, which is also a very, very good point. So the most I would probably spend is getting to like a 707. And we've got space for 7 aeroplanes if we want to spend it on 7 aeroplanes. We don't have to spend it on 7 aeroplanes, but if we wanted to go cheap and cheerful and just stock up on aeroplanes, then we've got that option. If not, we can just blow it on either 4 million or blowing the entire budget, knowing that Paul's donated to help fund fuel. Or, like I said, with the what Gemma did, where she donated and then basically bought herself an aeroplane and a route and everything else. You can bypass that, donate 10 quid and go, here you go, just blow it on this. So it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you how you are going to play it. 707 or DC-8, says Paul. 707's got a lot of range and more passengers than the 737-700. Sorry, a little bit less range, but more passengers. DC-8, you've got the choice of nope. First DC-8 you come across is there, 4.8 million, 7,410 kilometers compared to the 707's 9,913 kilometers. You see how tricky it is to kind of find the right aeroplane. You see how difficult it is. When you're building from the ground up, you've got to try and think about it. But like I said, it's not down to me, it's down to you. What do you want to see in your airline? Carl says the Strata Cruiser, very good range and it's cheap. Carl going down the bulk buy route. Was that DCA 18? That uses a lot. A3 18 is not too bad. So yeah, it's entirely up to you. But we've got to pick aeroplanes and we've got to send them out. There's another sub. We'll get rid of the sub while we wait. And there is another one, so we'll get rid of that one as well. Carl says, could buy one and see how it does, plus it still leaves them a lot of money. What, the Strata Cruiser? What do we think to Carl's suggestion of the Strata Cruiser? I'll show it to you on the screen. Here it is. It uses a shitload of fuel. 29 pounds of fuel per kilometre. It's a lot of money. But the range is 6,760 kilometres. Passenger numbers are 117. What do we think? It's thirsty. It's thirsty. It is a thirsty aeroplane. Or the MD-87, says Carl. $1.9 mil. MD-87. What do we think? Let's bring it up on screen. Have a look at those numbers. It's purely a decision of whether we expand to the long haul or keep expanding into medium and short haul. Gemma's got. Can I do a poll? I will do a poll. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, got a poll going. Personally, I think we need to add to our A220. I think we do. So I'm thinking maybe another one to start off with. It's going into laggy mode again, isn't it? Sort of. Yeah, it's going into laggy mode again. Doesn't like being captured. $3.2 million. I mean, that leaves us with. Well, we've got 7 mil, so that would leave us with 3.8 million. But yeah, like I say, it's not down to me, it's down to you. We've got another aircraft that's just come in that's going to give us another 15 grand, so that's fine. James says A220-300. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to know what to do, where you spend a lot of the money or you just try and bulk buy. A22300 would give us 5.6 million, which would give us about 1.1 million or 1.2 million left. So 160 passengers, 6,110 kilometers, and only burns 12 pounds of fuel. Comparing that to 707, 18 pounds of fuel, 144 passengers, more range. So it's got it's got more passengers than 707, burns less fuel, has less range though. Okay, and it does cost less, the 707 as well. Okay. And more passengers. Carl says, I think bulk buying might help. We've got to try and make a decision here. It's tricky, isn't it? It's so tricky. It's super, super tricky. So hear me out. Here's a suggestion, right? Here's an idea that I've had in my head just now. Two 737-500s, 1.8 mil each would do 3.6 million, which would leave us with 3.4 mil. 3.4 million would get us another A220-100 for long haul. Just a suggestion. Let's see what you've done on poll. The long haul is pretty much winning. So we are going to have to go long haul. So let's end that there. So long haul it is. It's tricky, isn't it? Once you get to this stage, trying to work out long haul and stuff, it is tricky. It's gonna get more tricky. Trust me, it's gonna get more tricky. Gemma says, I should have saved my £10 to go for the 737-700. Another 4.4k in the bank there. Game's gone laggy again. So yeah, need some suggestions. What we're gonna do? Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night. I can't think what else you could get really. I mean, we'll have to have a look here. So let's say we'd have like 3.4 million left if we were to spend it. Like I said, remember we got Paul's contribution to add for fuel. So we could... Yeah, it might not have the points. So what have we got? We've got 35 points. So that's the other thing to think about as well. Bearing in mind, because of the contribution Paul made, we are going to get more points. So we will end up having them delivered anyway, but maybe not on stream. We won't have them delivered on stream, but I will have them delivered off stream. And then we'll route them next week. Or we route them tomorrow during the EasyJet stream. So we can order whatever we want to, just on stream they might not be delivered. So what are we thinking then? Because we've got to do something here. Hello. Hello. But then we might not have enough to configure it. That's the only problem. If we try and configure it with first class and stuff, but I don't think we're going to have enough. We can try it. We'll try the 757-300. What have we got there? 702. Yeah, we're not going to have enough. I already know we're not going to have enough. Yeah, it's not enough. So we can't do that. For fuck's sake. 2 seconds. Nope. It's closed. Try and see how much it would be. What to configure it. Well, what engine would we go for? Pratt & Whitney or Rolls-Royce? Not that it matters. Let's say we went for like Rolls-Royce. If we configured it, what would we configure it to? I mean, already looking at extra. So yeah, looking at an extra 300,000. So we can't do the 757 yet. Quite possibly next stream though. I reckon we could probably get there. Okay, we got to decide. So not the 7.5. What can we sell? I don't think we can sell anything. Send that plane out that's just landed. That's a DC. Sorry, that's a dash 8. So 4.4. Someone climb hello to you. What distance flights are you looking to do? We did a poll. And we're looking to aim for long haul. So we need to find a long haul aeroplane, either within the budget of 7 million or cheaper. Swim and climb, no worries at all. Hope you're doing well. Just a management game of trying to work out airlines and build an empire, shall we call it. Carl says 2 737-500s and an A220. Do we keep it simple for long haul for 220 for the minute? Or to go ultra long haul, we can go 1 737-500 and either VC10 or a 707. VC10 actually burns less fuel than the 707. Joe says 707. changed their mind. VC10. Uh, 321 LR. That's well out of our price range at the moment. We're not quite there yet. So VC10. Big range on it too. We could send that to like Los Angeles. Swim and climb. If you give me 2 seconds, we'll see what we can do with the VC10 first, and then I'll show you the list of aeroplanes that you can buy. In agreement for VC10 or a £10 super chat, you can get your own aeroplane. Everyone's in agreement for VC10. Let's give it that as a reg. Rolls-Royce Conways. Okay, how to configure it. Got to configure 151 seats here. $100 economy. Leaving us with 25 business. And 6 in first. How does that sound? 100 in economy, 16 business, 6 in first. Swim and climb, essentially, yeah. The more you put in, but you can't put too many in because of the price of it, so people won't actually pay to use it. So you've got to try and keep it as limited as you can. Looks good. Oh. Motherfucker. We're a point out. I'll get that delivered off stream. Fuckers. Damn it. Okay. So VC10's on its way. 2.3 million. So the highest that the 2.3 mil will get us is an ERJ 190. Gemma really wants that C-130 for 92 passengers. I can't justify 92 passengers for 2.1 million when you've got the MD-81 at 172 million for 100k more. Or we keep going with long haul and get ourselves a DC-7. Send it to Japan. Let's do with that, or we get another short haul aeroplane. Carl says, let's go Japan. Someone climbs says the 737-900, very good. Flew it last weekend from Glasgow to Montreal non-stop with just 2 ton of fuel remaining. Okay, all in favour for the DC7. just to get things moving. We can always replace it at some stage when we get more money. DC7. Okay, DC7 it is. Ah, okay, hang on. 561. 500, but less fuel. Ah, screw that. We'll stick to what we got there. Configuration. That's what I'm thinking. Unless we want to go down a little bit more. It's a good game, this. It really does make you think. Split the side into a third each. Oh, you can make me do this, didn't you? 106, so... what would it be? Oh, okay. So 34, 20 and 10. Looks good. Moshi moshi. Let's see if we can get it. Here we go. Oh, fucking bastards. So close. Okay. So with some points down here, obviously not. Well. Goodness me. Right. Here is our fleet. Looking very mixed, but still pretty good. Okay, we can't. Okay, that's fine. So, we've got our fleet of 22 aeroplanes. We sold. Oh shit. Supposed to have got rid of that. And that. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I'll do that after. Can we search and see where it goes? Let's do that. Let's have a look then. So DC7. Minimum runway 2,000 feet. Maximum range of 9,000. Minimum runway length 2,000. Max distance 9,000. Somewhere in Mexico, apparently. Mexico, China. We want to sort it by Mexico City looks pretty good. Mind you, we could actually send the VC-10 there as well if we wanted to. J-Class is Burma. Then Mexico again. Japan is there. Nakashibetsu. Kushiro is there as well. But the market for Nakashibetsu is looking pretty good, 85%. Okay, let's have a look for F-Class. Burma, Mexico, Hakodate. 4th on the list. Carl says if send money for points, is that allowed? I guess it is. The points would come through. What would it come through? Something along these lines here. Depends how many points you want to get out of it. So this is the one that we know that we are doing because the 10 million here will go to fuel. Oh, sugar. I don't want to do that. Try again. So yeah, so this one would do because this is purely for fuel only. All of this is no good. Unless we at one point went, let's just get some money here. But again, I don't know about I mean, these ones absolutely not, because this will just take the fun out of the game. Maybe the fun out of the game. Not sure about this one. This is the one that you can do. Yeah, for that one there. Double on an aeroplane. Again, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's almost like cheating because you have 80 million in the bank, then you can't really spend on much to kind of knock it straight back down again. But the hard way it is. But this one here we use purely for fuel basis. People do contribute two quid to do the fuel, and that's what it goes towards. It doesn't go towards anything else. Okay, so quick rundown here. How much is the student pack? Is it just as a quick start? At the moment, it's down to $6. Don't know what it is on the game itself. Like, yeah, I don't know what it's like UK stuff. But yeah, $6 US. I think it's about £5, if that. But yeah, this is the one that we sort of say if you want to contribute towards fuel, this is what we use it for, because fuel goes down immediately. 10 million is not a lot when it comes to the fuel. And I will just spend that on expensive fuel just to knock it down. It will never be spent on aeroplanes. It's only fuel and CO2. Yeah, we are. We're doing it. We're doing it the difficult way. But then you get 200 points. So the points 100% are needed, which Paul contributed to already. But yeah, that's all it is. That's all we're using it for. The other thing as well, very quickly, just a reminder that you can get yourself an aeroplane, one that we've already got on the system, or one that we can purchase for yourself if you donate £10. The likes of Paul has done it. He's got himself a Caravelle, and he suggested that we send it to Sarajevo. Gemma also did it tonight as well, so thank you, Gemma. She picked herself up a BAE 146 300 and sent it to Vagar with her name in the registration. So if you want your own aeroplane, whether we've got it already or whether you want me to purchase it for you, a £10 super chat, no more, no less. Get yourself an aeroplane and you can tell me where you want to send it, how you want to configure it, etc, etc. So we picked ourselves up two Ilyushin IL-18s, a DC-7 Combi, one BA 146 300, and a Vickers VC-10. That's what we've picked up this evening. So we got about I'll go about half past 9. So 10 minutes. Anyone got any questions in regards to this?
Money, 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 money.
Use for points if allowed, if not on fuel.
Thank you, Carl. They will go on 2 points. You'll get the points out of the fuel. So it'll be used for that. I put it in like a separate kitty sort of thing. So it'll only be used for that. So thank you, Carl, for your support. That will go towards fuel and points. So if you want to do £10, you can get yourself re-registered, the VC-10. You can tell me where you want it to go, etc. It'll be yours. Nobody else can control it, and vice versa with any aircraft that you see here on the system. Now for points, 1500 gets us charter operations, which brings in a lot of money. I should know this because I've got it on mine. Capital routes is there too. These are all just map features. Some other bits and bobs there too. Have we got training points? That is a good question. Let's have a look. We can get them. That's insane. That's all I had to do was click that button, and now we can afford to bring in one of the aeroplanes. Crazy. We've got 8 training points. This one increases the limit by 4, so we can actually up it to about 28 more aeroplanes here. Once we get to here, that's unlimited there as well. Are we spending anything on marketing, says Paul? We're going to save these points. We'll save those for a minute. I think increase technician level. Yeah, I'm not too bothered by that. Management training. Yeah, not too bothered by that either. Right, marketing. Finance. Marketing. Right, here we go. So we could, if we want to, up our reputation. And then it depends on what you want to do. We've got eco-friendly at the moment for 115,000, which we can do. It's on a discount here as well. 420k does not give us what we need to do. You can actually float your airline on the stock market. Stock market's supposed to be pretty good as well. I've made a bit of money investing in other airlines. We will visit this bit next time once we've got more money. Dash 8, let's get those out again. Management training is meant to help. It is. Let's get the DC8 in, shall we? Deliver now for 39 points. You can't make it up, can you? Right, DC8 is in. Sorry, DC7 is in. Oh, can we route it to Japan? That's the problem. Have we got enough money to do it? Oh, we don't. We've got 400k. We might have to send it somewhere shorter first. Lewis, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Have we got enough money to send it to Seoul? Seoul looks pretty good. No, we do not. Okay. Madagascar has been mentioned. The last thing we're doing this evening. This is the combi. This here is pretty much everywhere it can fly to. Colombo's not great. David and Lewis, good evening to you both. We're literally rerouting, or we're routing the DC7, and then we are heading out of here. We are looking for a route that is affordable and decent. Whoa. Listen, it's good passenger demand, right? Carl's like, do it. We'll look at some Canadian routes here. In fact, we've got one to Canada already. Let's have a look here for this one here. Lewis is asking what the largest plane in the fleet is. What this fleet We've bought in this evening the VC-10, which I believe will be our largest aeroplane. Roanoke? Is that actual Detroit there? On my personal account, A380. I have several. Send it to Mobile, Alabama. Toronto's looking pretty good. Check the range. This is the range. What you're seeing here is what the aircraft can do. So Toronto's 5,732 kilometers. I'll refresh it here. Oh, look, okay. And then it goes back and back. Ah. Okay. Didn't know you could do that. Blimey, how much was that? What, the 380 was like... $215 million. I've got 7. I've got 7 of them. I think my overall fleet at the moment has something like... I think it brings in about 60 million for every aeroplane that makes a rotation. So my entire fleet, when it's out on the run, it makes about 60 million. Shit, what are we doing here? Moscow, Tehran, just a thought. The thing is, I would, because it's, to me, this is just a game. This is not a political thingy. Don't know why it's doing this though. It's also lagging quite a bit at the minute. Someone's been spending. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. My own personal one is I've put money in it. Not ashamed. Oh, for God's sake. Is it bugging out? Yeah, it's bugging out. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it. I've spent money on the game. Just relaunching the game again because it seems to bug out every time. In a weird way, I kind of regret doing it because I kind of do want to build it from the ground up. But that ship has sailed. That ship is long gone. Right, here we go. Let's try and redo this. And then we're going to get ourselves out of here. Yes, everything you see here is the routing that it can do. Obviously, it can't go to Australia. We've got to be smart here because we've only got 400k. Bridgetown looks okay, but it's not the first class numbers that we need. Cleveland's not particularly great. Fort Worth ain't great either. Did say something about Mexico, didn't they? Can we try that again? Max distance was 9,000. And minimum long length 2,000. You can do stopovers, yeah. First class numbers aren't great. Burma. %43 market though. Can we do it? No, we can't. We can't even do that. Too much. Too much. Okay, if we depart, we've got Paul's Caravel there. What does that do for us? Gives us a bit more. Bit more to work with. We are finding a route for the DC-7 and then we are done. Go to Colombia for some under the radar flights. Ooh, okay. Miami. I think we've got it. Remembering, obviously, Paul's contribution and Carl's contribution will go towards fuel. So we will have money for fuel and everything else. So Miami, yes or no? Vegas. Hasn't come up yet. I don't want to refresh it because Miami's there. Can't go any further apart from... That's St. John's. It does. Miami looks better, I'm not going to lie. Guatemala City. Looks okay. I think Miami. We've got it for it. I think Miami is literally the one. Paul says VC10 to Miami. We haven't got that in the fleet yet. It's still being delivered. We could probably send that VC10 to Japan actually. So it's like switching of roles. So VC10 we might send to Japan. So I know we can actually do that. Oh, look at that for money as well, look. It's got to be done right. 006 can be our flight number for that one. Oh, look at that chunk of money gone right there. Okay, we're going to depart it. How much money do we think it's going to make? $25 for the... I think that was the Vagar one. How much do we reckon for Miami? Considering the actual route cost was nearly 450,000, I think this could probably do about 90 to 100 grand. 120k. Here we go. Miami on a DC-7. Oh, nice. $105,000. So that should take our numbers up to... with the VC-10 involved as well. About $800,000 each run. So with all the airplanes out at once, it should be about 100 and... yeah, I reckon about $800,000 with all the airplanes out at once. Okay. Right, last call, couple minutes before we disappear. Last call, anyone want to own any of these airplanes? £10. We'll get that. Gemma's done it this evening. She's got herself a BA146 that we are sending to Vagar and back. Paul's got a Caravelle. Anyone else want an aeroplane whilst we're here? In the next episode, we will have space for some more aeroplanes. Fuel at the moment is looking pretty good, so we're okay for that. We've got 8 slots available for passenger planes, 10 for cargo, which we are not touching just yet. But we've got 8 spaces for aeroplanes. So we've got lots of space and lots of room for maneuverability with our fleet. So, what's been a very tricky episode to get through in regards to picking aeroplanes. It's been tricky tonight, very tricky trying to pick the right aeroplanes, but I think we've got a good selection. We've gone mainly down the classic routes. 1 DC-7, 2 Ilyushin IL-18s, 1 BA-146 which went to Gemma, and a Vickers VC-10 which we'll have in the fleet by next week. We're back tomorrow. Back tomorrow with EasyJet from Bristol to Bilbao from 7:15 for the flight simulator. Hope you can join me for that one. Until then, our airline is looking pretty good at the moment. Lots of room to play with. And by the time we come back, we should have quite a bit of money to spend next Monday. If you are enjoying it so far, the series at least, feel free to hit the like button. Any feedback in Discord or anything else like that will be much appreciated. Otherwise, back next Monday with episode 5 as we try to expand even further into the realms of international flight. Until then, have a great rest of your Monday night. Thank you to those who have contributed tonight. Thank you to those who have left a like already on the stream. Thank you to those who have been in the chat. And yeah, we'll do it all again tomorrow. So, let's get rid of that there, like that. Happy days. Let's find the song. Where is it? There, got it. Right, yes. So, enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you get up to. See you tomorrow for Bristol. As you can see it, bottom of your screen right now. Bristol to Bilbao EasyJet A319. For myself and the moderators, look after yourselves and each other. And until tomorrow, it's a very good evening to you all. Better. Very good evening to you all. And bye-bye for now. Take care.